Hello again, another program with loops, and this time it's 11.3. We first have to ask the user to enter the rand value of the pound at the moment, and then we're going to display from £1 to £10 the rand value for each pound. So that's another loop, for loop. So in the display button, click event. We go and get our input box, say R, so I'm going to make a variable, R pound, R rand value, R rand, integer, and I'll say R rand equals string to int, EDT, no, input box, open brackets, enter the rand value of £1, the current rand value, and then comma, then another quotation and another, and then of course we must close the bracket because we're saying string to int. Let's go and get that onto, so you can see it. I'll put it on a new line. There we go. So it's string to int, open brackets, input box, and then you have the display, and then you could have another display. You can put maybe the £1 in here, and then you can have the little empty place. I'll run the program and you see what the input box looks like. So you see we have enter the rand value of £1, and then you go put the number in there, and it's 21.61 at this moment on the 22nd of June. Right, so run program reset. So I know that's going to work. But oh, string to int. Money, guys. Real. R rand. String to float. 21.61 is a real number. I'm glad I made that mistake, so you can also know to keep a lookout for that. Now we have to go from 1 to 10, so we can use a for loop. So I need a for loop counter variable k. Always like to use k. You can use any number, any variable, integer. You can call it, well, you know, R count. You can call it anything you want. So okay, for just to change things up, I'll use R count. For R count equals 1 to 10. And then I'm going to display and calculate. So I will say my we're going to multiply R count by R rand, okay, and we'll get a value. I'll store that into R result. I'll say R result equals R count times by R rand, and then I'll display R result into the widget, and I'll display it nicely. I'll say already output dot lines dot add. First I'll put int to string R count, and then I'll multiply, and then I'm going to join that to a string with a star indicating or an X. Okay, I'm just making it look pretty, and then I'm going to put in the rand value float to string F, or rand, comma FF currency, comma 8, comma 2. Just because you had rand there doesn't mean that it's going to be automatically currency. It's going to format it to currency. And then we're going to join that to an equal sign. And then we'll join that to float to string f to the R result. See that R result there? And FF currency as well. Comma 8, comma 2. And now brackets are very important. It is a rich edit.lines.add statement. Let's move this up so you can get a good look at that. Remember, there's two things we're doing in the for loop. What did I just do? Okay, I'm trying to move this. Oops, there. So you can see it. This is one long line. Okay, and inside the brackets of the red output.lines.add statement, inside the brackets I've got all these strings joined up. First it's the counter, R count, the for loop counter, and then a multiplication sign joined to the rand value over there that the user entered, and then joined to an equal sign, and then our result that we calculated inside begin and end of the for loop. Okay, so let's run the program and see what it looks like. So click on display, and I'm going to type in 21.61, and I'll click OK, because that's £1 is 21.61 rands. And there it is. £10 is 216.10 rands. Okay. Now you must try it by yourself without looking, and I'll see you on Monday.